Alright. We're going to be doing the Veiled Prophet. This quest used to be called Cathedral of Vanity. I don't know why it wasn't called that. It's way cooler. But now I'm already complaining, and we're already 10 seconds in and I'm complaining. Okay, so I'm going to call it Cathedral of Vanity, because that's what I know it as. So you got to be in Act 4. Let's go ahead and read the shit. The Veiled Prophet, level 115 required. Difficulty moderate. This one's pretty bullshit. I hope it goes well. Lockdown 30 seconds. Cathedral of Vanity in the Library of Fate. Oh god, this is the brick wall. Okay. Angels and demons, opposing sides of the same coin, locked in a never-ending tug of war. One day, however, that coin briefly landed on its edge. The Archangel Anarius and the demoness Lilith had long awaited for an opportunity to break the shackles binding them to the eternal conflict. And when the rebel Seraphim stumbled upon the World Stone, which this is accurate, by the way, fulcrum for the shaping of reality, time was ripe. The two lovers hid it away from their kind, and with it forged sanctuary, a refuge, and eventually home of the offspring, the Nephilim, which are the humans. Their weak human descendants retained the latent potential of their ancestors, and through magic arts, one day experimented with the summoning of demons. This isn't going to end well, is it? These acts brought Sanctuary's presence under the observed eye of the Prime Evils, who promptly established the cult of the Triune with the intent of subjugating humanity under their rule. Anarius, to ward off their influences, created the Cathedral of Light, upholding the tenets of heaven. This ignited the start of the Sin War, culminated with... Why? The English is so bad. This ignited the start of the Sin War, culminating with the confinement of Anarius in the burning hell under Mephisto's keep. The Lord of Hatred, after centuries of torment, managed to bend Anarius' spirit, collecting a few new pawns for his schemes. So we also get... This never changes, it's Idol of Vanity. It used to be a lot better. It also unlocks continuity. All this does is it gives us 15% combat speed, so cast rate, hit recovery, and attack speed.
Can't do that here.
Yeah, we can't attack the air. So, if you don't know as well, before Diablo 4 came out, this is all what I know of the lore. I've never looked at Diablo 4's lore, but the flayed ones were the species the Butcher, the Smith, and Hephasto are based off of. They're also called Mudmen. They're supposed to be like flayed followers of Anarius after Mephisto tortured him. It was supposed to be like, it's pretty cool, fucking metal shit. So there's a lot of lore behind all this that I actually do know. So we're going to go to Silver City, and we're going to go into the Library of Fate. I'm hoping this doesn't go bad. This is a very hard quest with as little... actually, you know what? I'll summon her when we get in there. Let's see if I can just tank through this. I highly doubt I can just bolt up there like I want to. So, when I get up to the portal and resummon my gal... Alright, it's not working. Yeah, we can't get lazy yet. Alright, so we can't get lazy. We've established that just now. Anyways, so basically what we have to do is, it's a lot like the death projector in that there's an object in the center of the room and it can kill us in like a second. We gotta break that and distract the enemies for like a second. You get about maybe 5 seconds. And there's like 5 enemies on top of your ass the entire time. And if you go further down, there's even more. It's really easy for ranged characters. I don't know how this is going to go for a melee character. But when I get in there, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So, it's going to be like this. Pretend Jamala's a bad girl. Look at her butt. She's a bad girl. She's got a butt. I see a butt cheek. That's not okay. See Deckard Cain? Let's pretend that he's... Okay, he's moving too much. Let's look at something else, because I'm not going to have any time to explain it. So, Let's just stand right here. We spawn in right here every time. There's a wall where that little marker is on my map. There's a wall here. Don't move. There's going to be a shitload of lightning like that. And then we're going to teleport over to it like this. Smack the fuck out of it. It should die in about maybe 5 seconds tops. And it'll keep repeating that pattern. And hopefully my summon should distract it. This is very easy when you have a lot of summons, by the way. This is a very trivial like quest for summoners and casters. Because casters can just go like bop, 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 and it dies. It's really easy. Once that thing dies, it summons in Inarius, and he's not too hard, but there's only a 20-second lockout, so this is really strict. I got to explain all that right now, because there's probably people who've never seen this, and I can't stress it enough. This is a very difficult quest. It's not as bad as Tal Rasha, but it's pretty damn gross. You will get very used to this if you've played this mod, but fucking hell. Alright, let's just... We've already done the explanations. Let's just get into it properly and stop screwing around. I'm tempted to reset the video, but we're not going to. How about that? Silver City. Silver shit. Here we go. I just want to bull rush in there, so I don't need to buff or do anything really, so I can just kind of go in there and do it. But it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It's really not a quest I'm a big fan of. I can do it with my eyes closed. I probably could. I can do this from just muscle memory and just sound, but I don't want to. It's right up here. I don't even have to look at the map. I know exactly where everything's at up here. Yeah, I think our character's fine. Oh! Where is he? Oh, here you are. Get your ass over here. He drops uniques. No! No! He's doing the thing that I like about this game, mechanic. I don't like it. Stop it. He drops uniques. I want those. Oh, there's so much. Oh, that's a nice little dopamine hit every time it happens, isn't it? Nothing useful for me, but the crystal shards are nice. Okay. Anyways, let's just do it. I'm not even gonna say anything. Let's just put our portal here. If I die, there's hardly a chance in hell I'm gonna get back in there afterwards. That's all I can tell you. We'll do it a few times. It's not, like I said, particularly difficult, but it's really easy to fuck up, and you only get like a second to recover if you make one mistake. There is a trophy as well, I forgot to mention. We'll do the trophy later. I'll read it off. Don't go in there with that poison on you either. It'll be a real bad time if you do. This is a pretty good... I thought Zephyr was better. Whatever. I know it's a rune word in Diablo 2 regular. Alright, so now that we've got the basics and how to get there, let's do it. Let's just fucking do it. I'm not going to say a single word. I'm just going to get in there and do it. I'll probably die. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Okay, that's about what I expected. So I don't have enough summons to make it distracted. Oh, that's bad. Okay. I'll have to do it the other way. So... yeah, we're gonna have to reset. That's annoying. But this is kind of what I expected. I didn't think I could tank that as long as I could. I'm amazed I actually did. But, yeah, the summon's not gonna help. It's just not bothering. If you have any summons, if you have more than 2, this is absolutely just a joke. This is not even... You could do this with your eyes closed. They'll just walk in and just get distracted and not do anything. Ooh! Ooh! Anyways, they'll just walk in and just do nothing and, like... Let's try it again. I'm not even shocked, by the way. Let's put a teleport up, just in case. I doubt that if I die, I'll even be able to recover it. This is what a lot of people call bullshit. Ooh! When people bitch about quests in this game, they're usually talking about this. I kind of am in the middle. I'm okay with it. That's really bad, whatever. Actually, we'll keep it just in case I can figure out what to do with it later. Anarius isn't hard, by the way. There's actually a few things we can do, so let's try that again. That was fucking gold. I missed it by like an inch. Oh, that's goddamn hilarious. No, that didn't happen. Okay, we have to do it like I think we're gonna have to do it. That's unfortunate. I don't like this quest. It's easy as hell with a summoner. That's all I can tell you. I'm not doing it multiple times if this is how it's gonna go each time. But I can do it. It's not impossible. I do know how to do it. I completely butchered it that first time, though. This video is kind of butchered in general, but I don't care. Butchered at Birth is one of my favorite albums. Okay. Covered with sores. Dun 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 dun. Vomit the Soul is also pretty good too. What? I know more than one Cannibal Corpse song. What about it? Okay, so let's try this again. I want to teleport. No, 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 no. That's... I might not make it on this one too. It's closed. This is probably not good. Nope. Okay, you might be like, this is bullshit, and that's because it is. Nuns of Vanity are invulnerable until that thing dies. We can kill those two mages. There's two mages in the room. You can't really... You saw the other one. He nuked me, but... Yeah, we're not doing this one twice. We're doing this one once. We're going to come back here later, but... Oh, this one's nasty. This isn't... I don't think it's unfair, but it's pretty hit or miss. You can only afford, like, one mistake, and that's being generous. This is very tough for melee characters. You can have all the defense in the world, but it's not going to mean anything if you just get absolutely killed. Where's that scythe? I want the scythe! This is more about positioning than straight up anything else. I can keep them on the run, but, you know... Ooh, that's actually better. Stop! Okay. At least when we die, we can at least try to get something. That's something, I suppose. This is... I was like, that's death. I was too poisoned. I couldn't DPS the poison out. Poison stacks, by the way. I forgot to mention this. So if you're like, why does it seem like poison randomly does more? Poison in this mod and in Diablo 2 does stack. It's an over-second reapplied effect. Until the duration wears off, which Punisher is like... Shit, it's like 30 seconds. It's a really long timer. If you get hit enough times, which I did earlier, like in that corner, you just can't eat through that health. It's just way too much damage. So, let's try it again. Yes. This is why you don't give up. It's not that hard. It's just I'm better at this with other character, so alright. I'm dead. I'm so dead. What? I was like, why isn't it doing its thing? Yeah, okay. So it's not too bad. I couldn't remember it being that hard anyways. I'm like, no, this isn't too hard. I've not done this with a melee character before. I've only done this with range characters. But you get the gist. It's not too bad. I keep thinking it's like way faster on that timer. That's why I'm so nervous. I'm like, it's gonna hit me again. No, it's not too bad. I mean, those enemies don't actually hit very hard once that thing dies. It's pretty quick after it's gone. And Arius isn't that tough. Famous last words, right? Literally and metaphorically for the mod as a whole, so. What's up, guys? Man, these guys are just hilarious. I love them. I thought they'd be way harder, but they're not, and it's kind of cute. Let's prep this a bit better. More of it. If you think this one's bad, wait till we get to the next one. This actually might help for this. I don't know why I didn't put those in earlier. Alright, let's try it again. Oh, that was my fault. I got stuck in the bench there. Damn it. It's fine. I probably have to reset again. Oh, shit. Yes! Thank you. Holy shit. How much suffering can one mortal take? Let me show you. Yeah, quote your fucking Slipknot song lyrics at me, you fucking piece of shit. Killed me like 30 times. Okay, it was like... Alright, get the fuck away from him. He's basically like Ijwal, and that is a nasty attack. Oh. Alright, so we killed Anarius.
Mortal, free me from my imprisonment, and your reward will be more than you can imagine.
Yeah.
Read the book, and I will be released.
This is, in my opinion, the last quest you should probably do in the game. So, there we are. Idol of Vanity. And it gives us... It's such a useless charm. It really is. It's... So it unlocks continuity. Which, this is good if you're playing as a paladin. Because like I said, paladins have a lot of skills they gotta they gotta recast over and over. It's not... Look, it's personal preference. I really don't think it's necessary. But even as a paladin, you can play the game without it. Let's do that one more time. I want to see if I can at least get a clean no death on it. This is, like I said, admittedly many people, myself included, kind of hate this Uber, but it's not as bad as it looks. Oh, don't sell that, Seth. Jesus. It's not as bad as it looks. Yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention, two-handed weapons are generally pretty damn good in Median. They're not like... It's actually worth doing two-handed, which is why I'm like, yeah, this is fine. Because they usually have like 8 to 6 plus skills on them, so they're not bad. I just haven't mentioned it because I haven't had an example to show yet. But yeah, let's do it again. Let's see if I can do a clean one. I mean, this is a very, very... You know, this is the thing. I don't consider this one random. There's not really any randomness to this Uber quest because the things on a timer... The enemies are always in the same spots. Nothing in this Uber ever changes, so you can always learn from something and do it correctly, eventually. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Let's not make that mistake twice. That would be a great idea.
Good to see you.
Ooh. If I can't, I'm just gonna give it this last try. I don't really care. I don't mind doing this later because it's actually, your defense gets so stupidly high as every character that it's just not a problem. So let's try it again. Oh my god, it never gets any funnier. It's just, I'm not doing it twice. Oh, well, fuck it, you get the idea. I don't want to do it again. But that's the gist. It's pretty much the same thing every time. Some of these Ubers I do not want to do twice, but we will do that eventually when we do the Abyss. What did I get? I don't think I have that for my Amazon, actually. I'm not using it, but I don't think I have that. Is this even worth it? Is it worth popping these out into this? Well, actually, I can't because, yeah, it's a rune word, so I had to remajigger it, and I can't do that. But that's fine. I think you guys get the gist of how that quest goes. It's not very pleasant, but it's not the worst thing ever. Is Raptor Scythe really better than Bone Splitter? I guess. Apparently. Usually there's some difference in these two. That's weird. I don't have anything to say about that. That's just weird. I've never played as a melee necro this far, so this is all weird to me. But yeah, that's, like I said, if you want to get a tutorial on how to do it, I've explained it as best I can. If you're a caster, that's so trivial. You can stand in between where it's shooting, distracted with summons of any flavor, and it just dies in like a second, and then the nuns die in like a second too. It's really not that hard. We'll do it eventually anyways, because it's part of the Abyss, and there's also, I haven't showed the trophy yet. I think it's, yeah, before destroying the Veil Piercer, you kill either one of those mages, and you cube it after you kill Anarius, and you get those stats. It's almost like the quest is giving you the hint that, hey, this is a lot easier with summons. It's, like I said, there's some quests that are really easy for casters, some that are really hard. This is not one of them. I can do that. You know what? I'll show you it, because how much suffering can one mortal take? Let me show you what a Super Saiyan form looks like. Good old Dragon Ball cringedom. Okay. I've never liked Dragon Ball, for the record. I don't like anime, so I don't think I'm in the right ballpark, to be honest with you. But I'll show you what it's like for a caster on a... Even on a good character, it can kill you in a second. There's no... It doesn't get easier. None of that quest. Damage doesn't matter in this quest. It's all about movement and all about maneuverability. It also tries and help. I'm kind of tired too, so I'm going to keep making excuses. I'll show you how I do it on this character. So you'll see the immediate difference as soon as I do this. Alright, so we've already got an extremely high advantage. To my shop. Okay, then we go here, and then we go into Act 4, and then... What am I doing? I've done this 1,000 times on this character doing the Abyss, so... I'm pretty used to it. I hate to say that. Alright, so you guys get to see how quickly I just melt through this place. Oh yeah, my fucking thing's still set to that. That's funny. Your loot filter is always set to the current thing you have selected. You can favorite them, I think, and switch them out with hotkeys, but I'm really not worried. I'll just... Nah, I'm fine. This character moves a little bit stickier, but you get the gist, right? the overall efficiency of clearing things out is nuts. So I'll watch. I won't even actually do anything. So regardless of how much damage I'm doing, I have basically hardly any defense for this kind of a character. And I stood directly next to the idol, the summons distracted it, and it died. So when you have summons, it's pretty much a non-problem. It really is. But it's a pretty annoying Uber. Some people can do it really easy. This character, not so much. So, but that was it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stop!